Hello, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday with Paula and Courtney. And today we're drinking an unfiltered IPA.
A juicy IPA.
Yes, and when we open this, like literally, even through our masks, we could smell. There's a lot of smell going on here.
I smelled the grapefruit.
Yeah, that's what I smelled too. I'm excited to try it. I got a lot of foam on mine.
You should have seen her pour her own. I let her pour
It was
her own
bad.
drink this week.
It was bad.
I should not do that.
Yeah, no, it was
You
bad.
have clearly never worked behind the bar.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, it was bad. I was like,
I was watching. I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. That'll be ready to drink in about an hour."
I'm sorry. That's good. It's like, it has hints of, I'm trying to think of the fruit. I almost taste like mango.
Do you?
Yeah, to it.
I think it's more tangerine.
Maybe.
Do you ever cook with zest? Like use a zester?
Well, I don't really, I don't
You don't
really
cook?
Not really, no, not a lot. My husband does all the cooking.
Okay.
Shout out to Jed.
Yeah, you go. Does he ever zest?
He sometimes uses like juice, but I don't think he ever uses the zest of it.
Because this is reminding me of, like that. It's got that much flavor that I feel like it's more like a zest.
Yeah. I don't know. It's good.
But this is your profile, isn't it? You do happy, juicy. I was thinking of you when I chose what we were drinking today.
Oh, thank you.
Notice the color is
Yes.
not usually my
and
color.
It's very not clear. You can really see, like, you can't see anything through that.
So Nick, my son, he drinks a lot of like hazies and juicies. He calls them his orange juice beer.
Yeah, they're straight up.
I totally get that though,
it
right?
It could be if it's.
Here's to your orange juice beer.
Cheers.
It's your breakfast drink.
Oh, half the time this is my breakfast, unfortunately.
All right.
So today we're going to be talking about basically a ton of kits that we are putting on sale. And not only are we putting them on sale, but Sunday is my birthday.
On Valentine's Day, I remember.
On Valentine's Day.
And I wore my red.
And she wore her red. I didn't wear anything, but Sunday's my birthday, and so Mike has been kind enough to let us have a birthday sale. It's not really a birthday sale, but that's what I'm calling it. 14 additional percentages off the already sale price that we have. So basically what that means is super, super low prices on these select beer kits that we are talking about today. Originally, these kits are all around like $45 to $49. I think that the most expensive one's like $54. But the prices today will be as low as the 1 gallon kit is going to be on sale for $15. So, I mean, $15, that's something you can just chuck on.
Just add it to your other order.
Yeah,
right?
like especially if you like buy something and then you're trying to get that over 50.
Right, get
for
to
shipping.
50, so we just ship it to you for free.
Exactly.
Because seriously, why would you pay $7.99 shipping if you can do a whole kit for $15? So add just double that, and you're really only getting it for $7.99 because you would have already paid $7.99 to have it shipped if you didn't buy it. See how this is how I shop.
And for all those people, they're like, well, I all grain brew. Like, okay, we get it, but also you could just get the kit. I mean, by the time you spend $15 on, there's got to be like a natural flavor.
You
in
can
there.
do some fun things.
You got to do something with it. Anyways, moving on.
But these are all limited edition seasonal kits, or kits like a lot of times. The people who make Brewers Best, we will just say to them, how many do you have left at the end of when they're actually shipping them, and they'll tell us, and we'll take them all. So we clear out all the shelves because we know that we want to have these available to our brewers longer than they're typically available. So some of these you're probably not going to find readily available other places.
Cool. Well, first off, we have the Holiday Ale Kit, which is going to be, your classic holiday ale with
which we did a live on.
We did do a live on that, so if you guys are interested in learning more specifically about what this kit includes, you can go back and look at our holiday ale live. But basically, it's going to be around 7 to 8%, and it's going to have that orange peel, spices, cinnamon type of a vibe, ruby brown in color. and it's on sale right now for $39.99, and then with the code, obviously, that additional 14% off.
Also, don't forget, Christmas in July. You may want to grab a couple of these and then make it for Christmas in July.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
It's always a fun time.
No.
We go to the islands usually, so
Oh, do you?
It's a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, for anyone that's not like from Ohio, there are like legit islands just off the coast of Sandusky, and it's crazy. It's like you feel
Party
like you're on
island.
Yeah, it's nuts. I went there and I was like, what is happening? Where am I?
All the best things.
Yeah, all the
Eating,
best
drinking, laughing, boating,
Yeah.
sun.
I'm pretty sure they even have a sign with the discount code that I forgot to mention what it was.
Who has a sign?
Nobody has a sign. I'm just trying to segue into the discount code that I forgot to mention.
That wasn't very slick.
It wasn't.
Okay.
So the discount code is gonna be live14. So if you want an extra 14% off, live14. Yeah, I was like, is she gonna pick up? Nah.
I was already on the island. Sorry.
They have a thing out there. You can do a shot out of a little shark. Have you done that? The shark shots?
No.
It's like a little shark-shaped glass, and you can do a shark shot. It's kind of cool.
Usually we do the strawberry shots.
Yeah.
That's on the other island. There's a couple islands. Okay.
We can't talk about the island.
No,
We're gonna
we'll never get our job done.
All right. Next up, we have the Sweet Dreams Coconut Almond Stout, which I'm fairly certain that John and I did a live on this. The cool thing about this is that it has coconut.
There's Edward.
Edward, little store puppy. The cool thing about this is it has actual like coconut flakes that you can put in there, and then it also has that Brewer's Best natural almond flavoring. So really good flavor on the coconut stout. It's going to be 6.1 to 6.7 ABV, and it has 24 ounces of specialty grain.
Remember that.
Yep, that honey biscuit, chocolate wheat, black barley, and then Columbus hops as well. The Belgian Dark Strong is right behind us here. What's like Belgian like?
Wait.
I had a question.
You're not familiar with Belgian beers?
No.
Oh, so when I was picking out what we're gonna drink today, that is one of the things I love. I love Belgian beers. I love them.
We'll get to it.
And we will. Hold that thought, because I want you to taste it when we do a live, so you can tell me what you think of it.
Okay.
Because it is you're gonna be surprised because they're lighter. Not this one. This one's a very nice dark. It's a dark strong, but your typical Belgian beer.
7.3 to 8.3.
That's
so
a big one. It's
a little higher. Let's see. Someone said that they brewed the coconut stout before, and that it's really good. It's
gotta be.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Gotta
Someone
be.
said say shark shot 3 times fast. Shark shot, shark shot, shark shot, shark shot.
And we'll have her do that at the end.
I'll make that the code for the next. If you want 14% off.
And you have to say it 3 times though. Mm-hmm. After drinking an IPA.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so the Belgian Dark Strong, it's going to be brown in color, 7.3 to 8.3%. It has candy sugar in it, so.
Well, that's how you get the ABV up
Extra,
that high.
yeah. Someone says, I do dark Belgians only. Hey.
All right. Well, then I'm going to have to bring one in. That's what
Yeah.
I'll have to bring in. All right, we'll do that. That's going to be a date. Probably a Thursday at 11.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we've got the New England Hazy Wheat Beer, which when I was going through the kits, I was like, yeah, we got this kit on sale. And Paul's like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, oh, and the New England Hazy. And she's like, oh, let's do it.
I know, but I love wheat beer. I love wheat beer.
And we drank it. We drank it on one of our lives,
We
and
did.
I really enjoyed it.
I brought that in because
Yeah,
that is
it was super
also
good.
maybe I just like beer. Okay, I like wine too and meat, so I just like booze.
So the hazy wheat is gonna be really low ABV, so it's only 3.7 to 4.2. So you can.
And you know, if it's in New England, that the hops are gonna be just nice and aromatic and full of flavor, but not in your face.
Actually,
and yummy. Tell me.
the hops in this one are 8 ounces of cluster fugget, so it's supposed to
Which
be.
is my favorite one to say.
Yeah.
I want a T-shirt that says that, but that's a different story.
Well, your birthday just happened, so I'll have to find
Cluster
it. for you.
Fugget, because every now and then I say this place is
Cluster
Cluster Fugget.
But yeah, cluster fugget has a like a grass or a citrus type of vibe to it. So, it said that it was more aggressive of a hop profile than most of the.
Most of the New Englands then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I hear New England, I always think, wow, it's just going to be really kind of balanced and easy.
Somebody says that sugar makes a difference in ABV. Why? At first I thought maybe because it's finer, but if it's dissolved, what's the difference?
It just becomes another fermentable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says, to my understanding, Belgian beers are high in alcohol because the Trappist monks make them and they consume them while they're on fast. They have a higher malt bill because they're trying to get that. Yeah, that seems to make sense.
That's where they came from.
Yeah. That's
the history of it.
That's
a
crazy.
great history to read.
I didn't know that.
I have a couple books over there that have like the history of beer. And when I was working part-time, covering the store before I even thought I was not going to be a teacher anymore. I was going to come here, and I would read the books. And the history of beer is just fascinating.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, like, to think how it went from where it started all the way to what it is today. So, the next up on our list is actually going to be a 1-gallon kit. Now, this is the only 1-gallon kit that we have in our sale kits right now. Like I said, with the discount of that code LIVE14, it's going to be $15. So it's the perfect thing to throw in your cart for that extra thing. Yeah, or a gift. And it's going to have Brewer's Golden Galliner as the hops. And it also will have candy sugar to get that ABV up to 8.4 to 8.9. Now, when I hear Golden Ale, I did not expect like a super high ABV like that. So that surprised me.
Okay.
I don't know, just like the connotation with the word. When I think like higher ABV, sometimes I think of like darker beers, but that's not always true.
That's true.
It's
not always true.
But for my brain, you know.
And ale anymore, I mean, my goodness, if you use the word ale, I mean, we used to just kind of use it as the word beer. And now it really is anything goes. I mean, you're looking at a golden ale, but I mean, think about it. You've got a, pale ale, you've got blonde ales. I mean, the number of ales out there, incredible. I think the raspberry is a nice flavor for beer.
Yeah, I want to say, so the first is actually crazy because on our Instagram page, I was going through just kind of looking at everybody's posts as I do, and I saw a brewery in Fort Collins, and I was like, why does this brewery sound so familiar to
Fort
me?
Collins where?
Colorado.
Okay.
Fort Collins, Colorado. And of course I forget the name of the brewery, so I apologize. Shout out to all the breweries in Fort Collins. But that is the place where I had my first ever beer that I liked.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it was either like a raspberry or a watermelon. You said raspberry, remind me. It was like a raspberry or a watermelon type of
I like a watermelon wheat.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. At the time, I mean, I just had a sip of a friend's, and I liked it so much that I actually ordered one, which was crazy for me because I didn't do that at the time.
What did you drink before that?
I just didn't.
Oh, okay.
So
I think we're getting the Colorado Brewing Company.
The Colorado Brew. No, it
wasn't Odell either.
No, it wasn't any of
sorry.
those. John was trying to help out with all the Colorado brewing companies, but
So you ended up liking beer because you tried a friend's beer.
yeah.
I mean, everybody has a story of how they got
And then
to
I
like
still
beer.
I still didn't actively drink beer after that. I just was like, oh, that actually is good.
Turn the page. Huh?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I would occasionally drink a beer here and there, but I mean, it was all like a Miller or a Coors or like just here and there. And yeah, really, when I started working here was when I.
Yeah, I have to. I learned how to drink beer. I'm kind of like, because I was poor and in college. So prior to that, I was always a whiskey drinker, which is funny because in the 90s, people didn't really drink whiskey.
Oh, really?
It was not a thing. It wasn't the cool thing. Like we were Zima, and that was the thing. Like you're looking like a White Claw. Okay, it was like the version of White Claw. I love this. So, I was like broke. And so we were at a bar, and I would have normally ordered a 7-7 because that was my drink back in the day. And I did the math because I'm always economically, there. You know me on numbers. Give me numbers. So I knew that I could drink all night long if I did their beers, because you've got like a bucket of beer. And when I say a bucket of beer, I mean I like it was a draft bucket of beer, and you poured it into your glass. It was very classy. and I realized I could drink all day or all night if I drank beer. But if I drank 7 sevens, I could do like 3 drinks.
Yeah, that's not.
And I was like, economically, sister, you need to get on board.
Sure.
And that night was the turning point.
It's like Paula has went to the dark
side.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's kind of. It's actually funny that you say that because I had like more hard alcohol and stuff like that rather than beer, and then I didn't understand why I couldn't drink a lot of it. And I'm like, oh, this is great. You can drink so much of it and still be coherent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good news.
Good news. So we also have the pumpkin spice porter, which we've done a live about before.
Like
I think we
2 weeks
actually
ago.
have done a couple of things about the pumpkin spice porter, but it's gonna be ABV of 5 to 6%. It's gonna have that Willamette hops and 24 ounces of the specialty grain again.
Yeah, I was just checking because we still have a good amount of those.
Yeah.
Because we have them all behind us. We have them all in one location, so when you order, we can pick them quickly and get them out the door.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but most of these come with labels too. We have 2 that we're gonna open up here, mostly because I'm interested in them, so I wanted to open them up and see what they're about. The one that we're gonna open up first is our Tropical Knockout Milkshake IPA, and it's going to be $49.99 on sale without that live code. So live 14 will
And
get
then
you a little
14%.
bit, a little bit off. So we'll go ahead and open it up.
And a milkshake IPA, have you had that?
I haven't. That's kind of why I was like, milkshake. Yeah. I like milkshakes.
Well, we have a semi-new brewery in town called Clegg Brewing. Shout out to Small City Tap House in downtown Sandusky.
I love their pho.
But they do a lot of different milkshakes and things with lactose. They do a great job.
Good.
Yes.
So it's the ABV is 5.8 to 6.3. I did kind of go ahead and look at the instructions before the live because I was like, oh, maybe it's something different. I don't know. I just had a feeling that it was something different.
I hadn't opened.
And they actually, you put the hops in, the Columbus hops in before you actually start your boil. So basically you're going to put the water in there, you're going to bring it up to temperature of 150 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll place your grain in there, but then you also put your 1 ounce of Columbus hops in there, and you'll steep that for 20 minutes. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Right, so you're putting it in while you're steeping your grains. And it even says, like, new step.
It even says new step, like, do not miss that step. So he says, milkshake IPAs are so good. It's all about finding balance within the bitterness.
Agreed. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
Because I think they're special. They're.
We need to just get, like, this whole table filled with flights and just one.
We're going to need a chair.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't say no. I just said we're going to need a chair.
I like your attitude. Yeah, and then there's the Whirlpool Hop Edition after your 60-minute brew. So that's when you will put in those Idaho 7 hops and then continue on.
It's really unusual hops for a kit, to be honest.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, a kit you're going to... You normally would see, there's like 5 to 10 that you see all the time. It's kind of special. It's kind of special.
That's true. I don't really see that Idaho 7 a lot.
We do carry that though.
We have the Windsor yeast, muslin grain bag, steep your grains. Actually, 2 of them.
Looks like a lot of oats.
Yeah. Let's see. There's flaked oats, 4 ounces of that. 8 ounces of flaked wheat, 8 ounces of crushed malted oats, and then Tropical Blast natural
flavoring. Oh, that's
flavoring.
gonna explain that.
So it's probably like just some tropical flavors. Let's see. It has a picture of a pineapple, mango, tangerine, that type of a flavoring. Priming sugar if you're bottling, and corn sugar as well, which is the same thing, right? Essentially.
They are.
Yeah. So just 2 different bags.
I'm sure one is for fermentables and one is for bottling.
Yeah. We've got Columbus hops, which we were talking about earlier. It says that the aroma is black pepper. It also says dank, which I think is an interesting aroma.
I have no comment on that one.
Idaho 7. Pineapple, peach, pine, resin, mango, and black tea. So, that's pretty cool. And we got, yeah, like I said, a couple of packages. Yeah, like, look at how many hops I have. But it's an IPA, so go figure.
Should have it.
And then extra light, Brewer's Best malt, or not malt.
Liquid malt.
Liquid malt. And I think,
Same thing.
so
Two of them.
2 of those. And then lactose.
Which makes it the milkshake.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh boy. Keep drinking.
No.
Keep drinking.
No.
You never know.
That's like, you know what's crazy is that's like an old song now.
Hey. It's not that old.
So yeah, so that's the milkshake IPA. I know when we were talking to...
You did not get that back in the box.
No, I didn't. Here, I'll show you guys how horribly I did that.
Overflowing.
It looks great, Paula. What are you talking about?
We'll repack that before we send that out.
Okay, whatever. You know what? I try. All I do is care for you, and this is how I get treated.
Yeah, okay.
All right. We're just going to put this on the floor.
We'll use that one later.
All right, moving on.
So this was the one. That's our first spill.
Oh.
It's okay. It's all good.
All right.
First spill.
Wait, I got to document this for anyone that's watching.
Party
Feel
foul.
honored. Party foul. My bad. I'm all over the place today.
Maybe you should have had breakfast.
Maybe I should have had breakfast. I had I had a bagel, but
I had oatmeal.
yeah, I like oatmeal.
I love oatmeal.
Okay, this is a kit that, okay, I'm just going to call out John here. I don't know if you're anywhere around here, John.
Usually.
John said, no one's going to want to drink a Crimson Rosé beer. And I said, well, I want to drink a Crimson Rosé beer. Sounds kind of cool.
Do you like rosé wine?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, me too.
So this mixes it kind of together.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't opened it.
So
I've never seen it.
it's a limited edition, and me being a graphic designer, I'm always a sucker for the labels. Look at how cool these labels are.
Kind of looks like a tattoo to me.
I know, that's exactly what I thought. Someone said, so I'm gonna take the glass away from her. I think she's had a little too much. This is literally all that I've had.
That's why.
My bad. I apologize to everyone. Hopefully it won't ruin my future career aspirations.
There we go.
Okay, so as always, we have the instructions. This one seems fairly straightforward. You're going to be adding your 1 ounce of Hallertau Blanc, boiling 15 minutes, and then the Nelson Sauvin hops and the spice pack, which the spice pack for this, oh cool, it just says spice pack in the instructions.
Right. Whoa.
Oh, it's probably that.
Look how pretty it is. It looks like hibiscus.
Yeah.
Doesn't it to you?
Yeah,
Oh, it
hibiscus
is.
flower. That's
Yeah,
what it
looks
is.
like it.
So, I don't know, for anyone that saw some of the emails that we sent out, but I encourage people to get hibiscus for Valentine's Day, because it'll kind of
It's
give
pink.
like a pink sort of a tint. So
And
that's
a lot of
gonna
the
be-
people who come in and want to buy additives for their tea do hibiscus flower.
So I used to live in Hawaii when
I didn't know that about you.
You didn't? Yeah. So
No.
so my dad
something
dad was in the military growing up. So I lived in Hawaii from the time I was about 9 to 12, and I had hibiscus bushes right outside my house, and it literally they smell so good.
Did you ever harvest it and use it for anything?
I mean, I was 9, so no.
No.
But
Wasted at a 9-year-old, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna set my beer down. Alright, so, muslin grain bag, your crown caps, which I don't think I said on the last kit. Also, Windsor yeast again. That's a pretty popular one for these kits, huh? Your priming sugar.
It's a good use, though.
Crushed Cara red malt. I don't think I've seen the red malt before. So that's a little different. It's kind of cool. 8
So
ounces of that.
Valentine's-y. Oh, I should have done a red ale today.
We've said like 4 different things that
We
should
should drink
have done
all the
today.
things today.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Once again, the extra light LME. What city did I live in Hawaii? I lived on the military base. It was, first I lived on Manana, which is like, Marine Corps base, and then the housing was like really old and like really crappy, honestly.
I don't know.
So they were like tearing it down. So then I moved to the army base. It was Aliamanu is where I lived. So, and then I went to school on an Air Force base at Hickam, and then my dad worked at Kaneohe. So it was like all over the place. It's 112 miles around the island of Oahu. So then once I moved to Montana, it was like we would drive literally as far as we could have driven around the entire island to get to places, and it was like a culture
Yeah,
shock.
and you were just driving to get to the grocery store.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It was like a culture shock.
Wait. You went from Hawaii to Montana?
Yeah. But then once I got married, I moved to California to Ohio. So it really, I don't know how to do things.
She's versatile.
It's cold outside and I'm mad.
It is cold.
That's what I'll say.
It was 19 this morning when I drove in.
So in Montana right now,
Mm-hmm.
it is, I don't know if Bad Dudes is watching, but Bad Dudes put up something. The city that I went to school in, it's negative 27 there, but with the wind chill, it's like negative 43 or something. And it's supposed to be like that for like 3 days. I'm like, no thanks.
No.
Let's see, we visited Maui for 2 weeks. Maui is one of the islands that
I've never been
got
to Hawaii. I have paid for my son to go to Hawaii. When my mom retired, she and my son, well, they talked forever when they were little, when he was little, that when she retired, they were going to go to Hawaii, So when she retired, they went to Hawaii. So I paid for my son to go to Hawaii, and he had a great time, but I've never been.
Oh, well,
My
we'll
money
have
went to
go.
Hawaii.
Okay, so we got corn sugar is included in this kit, and then the German Hallertau Blanc hops, like that, and Nelson Sauvin, which it says these are New Zealand. New Zealand is a place I've always wanted to go as well.
Growing up, we had a neighbor from New Zealand. He was awesome.
One of my best friends, her dad's from New Zealand, and he gets really mad if people tell him, "Oh, you have an Australian accent."
No,
He's like,
they don't. But he would always have a beer, and he would tell when my kids were little, he'd say, "Just having some soup."
Great, that's cute. I like that.
He drank a lot of soup.
And then DME Golden Light. That's really cute. I love that. I'm gonna start saying Soup Thursdays.
Yeah,
All right.
had some soup.
So I'm gonna pack this
What's
back
the
up.
ABV of this one?
It is 4%, 4 to 4.6.
It's back to the rosé all day.
Yeah. So anyone that makes wine and is like, maybe I should make beer.
This might
Maybe
be the
you
one.
should.
And if you've already made it, let us know what you thought of it, because I
Yeah.
think it sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's literally why.
And it says knocking down barriers between wine and beer. Our rosé ale is crisp and effervescent, featuring a gentle pink hue. A touch of hibiscus lends light floral notes and a wine-like acidity, while the late addition of Nelson Sauvin hops gives a light wine fruitiness with fresh, crushed gooseberry and grape-infused flavors.
Gooseberry. That sounds really
This
good.
sounds lovely.
Let's make it. I think we should make it at some point.
And I think we need to put it in the kegerator, just in case we need to have lunch or soup.
I have a cake. Yeah, I have a cake. The kegerator's literally like over by my desk, so that's not a thing that every job can say that they have.
This place is not a thing that every job can say they have.
All right. Well, I've spilled.
Did we say the price on this one?
Let's see.
The Crimson?
This is going to be $34.99, but you gotta use that discount code.
What was it again?
Extra 14% off, live 14. And I will go ahead and make sure to put it in the caption and everything. It's good through Sunday.
Your birthday.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
Not weird.
It's almost like that. Yeah, it's almost like I did that.
Planned.
Anyways, yeah, you're welcome, world, for me being born. I know that,
You are a gift to us.
I make your Thursdays so much better. So, yeah, I thought I'd just do something and give back by,
She says she goes back and she watches my facial expressions. I cannot help it.
If you haven't followed us on TikTok too, you're gonna want to make sure to do that because I've been working on putting together some TikToks, and yeah, Paula is always thrilled to be in them. Anyways, before I spill any more beer, I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off. But huge shout out to everyone that's been watching. I know, honestly, I think this gets more and more fun every time we do it. My face hurts from smiling. So, have a good Valentine's Day. If you don't have someone that you are like in a romantic relationship with, you don't have to. It's the day of love. You can love anyone. So
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Have some soup.
Buy yourself some beer.
Yeah. With that, bye. I get really mad if people are like, I don't have anyone for Valentine's Day. I'm like, calm down. It's my birthday. That's a reason enough to celebrate.
Give me the one on the floor so I can repack it.